I use for video editing. Do you hear my background music or no?
Hear mine?
Pardon? What?
Can you hear mine?
Let me go back in my kitchen. I got music playing. No, no, I
Okay,
don't hear yours. Let me
okay,
go
everything
back into
should
my.
be good. Yeah, cool.
You hear mine or just me?
Just you.
Okay, mine's turned off too then.
And
Okay,
does my sound good?
sure, as good as it's going to be.
Cool, man.
Oh yeah, you're
Um,
using
yep, mic.
microphone on your lappy, right?
Yep.
Right.
No, I'm using my Q2U mic USB mic.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
1 o'clock already. Yeah, so I don't know.
So yeah, back to AI, man. So we're just discussing AI.
AI.
What is AI, Dave? What do you think?
Yeah, what the hell is AI? um, Make me think like AI, fact or fiction? Right, dude?
Yep.
Okay, well, in today's times, there seems to be this whole schwackload of talk about AI and all of these threats about AI, coming from scientists, government people, whatever, people like, top technological people, Elon Musk, blah, 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 all these people yakking about AI and the threats and it can take over and turn on us and this and that. I don't think so. Like, if we ever got to that stage where, and I'm going to put quotes around AI because I fucking hate that word, and there might be cursing on this. So, in my words, AI, artificial intelligence, me, that means it can think for itself. Okay. Like, there's nothing on this planet that where they use that term, quote, AI, that has not been programmed or coded by man. Everything on this planet that they're yakking about calling AI is like Elon Musk calls it shallow AI. That means it has to have input. What we're afraid of on this planet, as far as what I understand and the terminology I like that he also used, of course, is deep AI. Okay, we're never going to fucking see that. Not in this lifetime. I don't know how many more lifetimes. There's way more, there's way more to figure out about the human brain alone. Okay.
Yeah, I've
Right.
always seen AI as just an advanced Google search, right? It seems like it's just pulling from the web,
It's
from all these
soft.
multiple sources that are spiders that are crawling the web, gathering all this
It's
information.
software. It's software because software is programmed and coded. So everything they're calling AI in today's times, it's just software. There's nothing on this planet that can stand alone by itself without any fucking input and make a decision. Okay. So you're never going to get to a point where AI has got so much programming and coding and input by man that it all of a sudden bursts into this new thing where it can think of anything by itself all on its own. Do you know how many variables you would have to pump in the same amount of variables as a goddamn human brain? Do you know how big this like storage box, this computer, like remember robots and shit, dude, on YouTube 25, 30 years ago? Say just like robot footage and whatnot, androids. They were tethered, the wires were still attached, they had a big fucking computer on their back, big cable with springs on the ceiling holding it down. So when they're moving, all of that got fed to a wall full of computer. Come on, people. So my point is, dude, I want to know why is they using this stupid quote word AI as this huge threat to rile up the people when it can't even happen.
Yeah,
That's just like,
exactly.
right, dude? And this is like I was thinking about like, what, 10, 15, 20 minutes ago, dude, where I was saying, okay, now let's look at a human being. Now let's look at a baby coming out of a womb with an empty brain. Let's look at it like a computer, empty hard drive. lots of RAM, blah, blah, blah. Not even a lot of RAM yet. It's going to acquire that, right? Because that's thinking or whatever, right? But so you come out of the womb, you're a computer, you got a hard drive, that's your brain. Part of your brain is storage. You come out with nothing. Okay. And then when I went into Dr. Bruce Lipton's stuff again there, dude, when I said that, like, he states that for our first 6 years, only your subconscious mind is working. So only your eyes and ears are the camera and the microphones are receiving input. Now at 6 years old, the conscious mind turns on. You stop fucking recording all of this stuff. And now you've got some input. You know, you can start to make some decisions. You've got some experience. We're the same as what they quote call AI. When we come out, we're stupid and blank. And we have to be programmed and have all this input. Quote AI today, dude, is basically software and algorithms.
Yep.
Make choices based on this. It's like if you have our company is just working on a robotic arm. We've been working for 20 years on just the arm. Look, it can throw a baseball.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've always said it's just like advanced Google search, right? It's like it just pulls from some of the top articles, even in any topic you put, and any way of writing. It can even analyze, I want you to write this in a poetic way,
Right.
explaining the meaning of astrotheology and how this relates to these topics or whatever, any topic you choose, right? And it will even
Yeah.
go in and find, oh, how should this poetically be stated? And then it will jump over to the topic facts, what books have been written about this in the last 10 years. Then it'll jump over to, and then it'll
Yeah.
pull that all together and then spit out an organized output of
Something's
information.
yeah, something's just running through aisles in a library. Take that book, grab that book, grab that book, jogging through a library, just pulling shit
That
off
we
shelves.
made, and we made the data. We are the
Yeah,
data. We are AI. We are
yeah,
the AI.
yeah. I mean, we've gotten to a point. Okay, let's look at humans like AI, right? Okay, we're just a biological form of it. And mark my words, one day we will be able to make a brain. That is the goal. We're making organs, we're doing transplants, we're growing skin, right, dude? Like, I used to have these theories that I used to write about where it's like the human is an advanced computer because we're already using materials in computers they talk about like have these bio terminology, like you can already see it. What was I going to say about computers? I think I lost my track on that one, but
Well, basically, the human body, everything that we have today, the computer, the telescope, the camera, the microphone, everything's based off the one greatest invention ever invented in the entire universe, which is man,
right, yeah,
right? We
that's what.
are the technology, we are the AI. And we can never be fully dehumanized, right? There's a lot of fear out there, fear mongering. AI will take over humans. Well, what's
Yeah,
really happening is the hive mind is what's taking over humans. This modern state of humanity that blankets man and women to think in this bland state of being, but not AI. Like this is all pre-programmed. It's not like AI can turn on itself, right? It doesn't have a motive. For example, AI can't have its own self motivation. It can't be
oh,
incentivized. You can't say to an AI, if you do this, I'm going to, do this for you. What the
well,
fuck does
that's
it
the
need?
thing. They're calling AI today can do that, but those variables have to be programmed into it. Think of the first time you were in school and you had a test, it was multiple choice questions. That to me is what quote AI is. It's just a whole bunch of variables programmed into something. Now, when I ask a robot a question, it goes through its database, it's called, and goes, oh, that was, what did he say? What's the temperature today? Oh, temperature. Oh, boom. Oh, I have 10 answers. Right? Like, this is not AI, people. This is about as stupid as something could be. But because we're stupid, we think that's just brilliant and amazing. But they're calling AI today almost at the point where it could just take over everything and kill us all. Really? No, AI is at the point today where it's that infant baby, what you were when you just came out of the womb and have nothing in your head yet.
Yep.
Dude, like I don't understand why they have all these top scientists and people and all these warnings, and UN has a big meeting, and Elon heads it like what, a year or
It
two
must
when
be
he,
a marketing thing.
oh, absolutely, dude.
A
It's always
mass
that.
marketing campaign.
Yeah. Matt, it's
They make it like a
like even
science fiction movie.
right. Like if you don't, okay, look, if you don't program into one of these AI things of today, if you don't program into it, kill people, then it won't kill people.
Dude, listen to this example that
Doesn't
just
know.
came up, dude.
It doesn't know what kill people mean
Yeah,
unless you teach it. So don't teach
exactly.
it. Don't
And you
teach it
know,
the shit. Like anyway, go ahead.
everyone knows when they're in self checkout. As soon as you put the grapes in the bag, it says, "Please put the grapes in the bag." And you already put the grapes in the bag, and a human has to come. You
Yeah.
cannot tell the machine, "Hey, bimbo,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
already
yeah,
put the
yeah.
grapes in the bag. Look, you have the
Yes, good point.
camera. It has a camera. It has a
Look at the
sound system.
system.
The
Look at the
human
whole
has to
system.
come, put in his code, and program it to bypass its
Please wait.
ignorant,
Yep.
its
Please wait.
ignorant decision because it
See,
made a stupid decision.
now that's my point. If you want to be that, if you want to be that dense and think that that is amazing technology, go right ahead. That's that's caveman. Every time we think we're super smart and ahead, just remember we're going to get way smarter and ahead than that. Every time we jump ahead, I still see us as cavemen. Because if the goal or the possibility is that we could become de-aliens once we move to Mars, wreck it, move out farther, we adapt in thousands of years, we can go outside on Mars. Now we don't look like this anymore. If the goal of humans is to get to a point where we become aliens, you're telling me we're not prehistoric right now? You're fucking telling me that? You're telling me we're smart? You don't know where mankind is headed. You don't know where the end point is. Does the world end? Do we all die at this stage? And with the technology today, does planet Earth continue for thousands more years? Do we become multi-species fucking dwelling people? Blah, 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 this and that. The aliens are humans. The aliens we see are the ex-humans, might as well say it, that started on Earth, wrecked it, or it wrecked itself. Oh, there's this thing called Mars. Blue, okay, boof, we go to Mars, we can change the atmosphere, live there. We're planet hoppers. I have writings, my old writings do that, look in, not out, right? That's what I call planet hoppers. We're planet hoppers. So I always look at, I just saying our
Yeah, I
endpoint.
believe
What
that, but I believe we can only do that, once we're deceased in this in and go to these different dimensions, different planetary dimensions, like they said in the Indian scriptures.
I'm not talking about what happens to each person. I'm talking mankind, I said. I'm
Mhm.
talking as a whole. This is what happens. It's obvious. We're doing it. We're
Yeah,
going.
I believe we're going to stay on Earth. I don't believe this will be our place of dwelling for eternity in the physical realm.
Yeah, we'll stay on Earth, dude. We'll
Yeah,
stay on Earth. Some
I don't
people.
believe we'll leave Earth.
We'll move out to other planets.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing, buddy. We haven't even been here long enough. We don't have any fucking records over Earth. We have to study soil and core samples of soil and ice and figure out what happened in our past. Let's say that Earth continues for 20,000 more years, dude. But at the point we're at today, let's say that starts. Now we're capable of keeping those records because of our technology, right? So we don't know what's coming. We don't know how many times the planet wipes itself out. We don't know this, that, we did what? We got a few hundred years of records on Earth.
Yeah, we don't know how the first humans,
Yeah.
were.
Yeah. Well,
Esoterically, you could say they crystallized here, but that's pretty
well, I'm not going to
ambiguous. It's hard to see how that. We don't know exactly.
shout too
If only
far.
we
Get
could
in.
see what it is. But yeah, I like seeing things from an esoteric perspective as well as more of a lot.
We don't.
Both legs.
We just don't know, right,
Yeah.
dude? All I'm saying
But back
is,
to the topic of AI in and of itself, there's just let's demystify AI and figure out, how can we use it as a tool, right? Because AI is pretty helpful for
well,
me.
that's the way they're
Uh,
using it today, dude.
yeah,
Google search, Google search dogs. Okay,
yeah, it's advanced. It's like an advanced Google search. It
you know.
gives you. It's like a multi search. A multi search. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Everything's getting too creepy. And there's a lot of things that you can't even figure out. It's like, this whole thing of shit appearing on your phone that you just talked about, or you were at a friend's house and you come back home, turn on your laptop, and there's some shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
there's some market. Yeah, this is all marketing. Do you know how important marketing is to people, dude?
Marketing is the chief number one thing on this planet, and marketing is, like I've always said, the only thing that's ever been figured out yet on this planet. Nothing else is figured out except marketing.
A lot of times in marketing, they use sigils from occult esoteric. They use esoteric symbology and symbols and things that probe your subconscious mind, and they know how to activate various parts of your desire system and whatnot, so that you can go after certain products at certain times of the year. And
Yeah, and
that's why they start selling Valentine's gifts in at the end of December, right?
right. Yeah,
Like, why would I
marketing.
buy that gift at the end of December when Valentine's Day is like, a month and a half away?
You're talking about marketing, dude. Like that's the whole strategy of like marketing and promotion is we're still infants. That's why I always say we're never going to not be infants, dude, and cavemen, because marketing uses colors of signs for the sales in stores alone, red, blue, and all this. And we're always going to be kids attracted to colors, and we're always going to be these beings that love drawings, pictographs, I call them. When you say something, dude, I'm drawing it in my head. When I say something, you're drawing it in your head. Every time we hear something, dude, we have to fucking like visualize it and draw it, right? It's like we're these pictograph creatures, I call us. Again, that's caveman with doing finger paintings on a wall, right? In a cave. It's like, I don't care how advanced everyone thinks we are and this and that. Oh, well, we're super advanced because we don't live in caves anymore and have to make a fire. Oh, okay. That's like looking at the ground and not looking at the sky. Okay, well, I'm standing here on Earth and I'm this person for this many years, but when I look up, it's endless. And it's as far as time goes and all that, that's billions of years. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
right? Just trying to explain something there. I don't know if I quite
Dude, AI is doing music now, dude. I was on YouTube listening to some jams, and then I found out I was looking at the comments and they were saying, "Oh, what? There's no artist listed." And they said that, "Oh yeah, most of this music's AI generated." So, of course,
Oh,
AI in the
okay.
music industry, man.
There's those consumers again, just grabbing whatever light term is floating past the air in front of them. Oh, it's AI generated. That's what they call it. Really? What does that mean? Do you have any information on this? Is there machines used? Is there software? How is this AI generate? Where'd you get that from? Can I please see the study sheets on this? Because you can't just blurt something out. Well, you can nowadays, and then tens of thousands of other people will start blurting it out. But you can't just, say one word and not have a discussion. Well, what does that mean? Like that's the problem with the public today. And again, because of this marketing, like it's just like, oh, just grab this word. They want us to use this word, AI generated. Look at the new dictionaries of today, dude. Look at a dictionary from like 1902, or not even that far, 1950s or 60s, and look at a dictionary today. All this new garbage in there, all irrelevant. We already have words for everything, and we don't need any new words, and we don't need any fancy words that make people buy things, and we also don't need any fancy words that scare people, right? But you want to keep telling the public that AI has a possibility of taking over and it's getting maybe closer and closer when it is not. There's nothing on this planet that can think for. I don't care what anybody fucking says. There is nothing on this planet that can fucking think for it. We can't even. We were programmed from outside of ourselves. We couldn't even do it, dude. We had to be programmed for those first 6 years, right? We had to have input. We were coded. We were programmed from outside of yourself. You're not even you.
Yeah, the basis of all the law of attraction, manifestation, motivation, is all based on input, output into the subconscious mind and output into the conscious reality and programming yourself to manifest a desired result or behavior. And just those prompts and commands that the conscious mind inserts into the subconscious mind actually go into the matrix womb and produce
Oh, hold on. What?
the reaction.
Talking about like science, Lipton's work, right? You know, so yeah, like there you go. I just broke it down. Probably the first person on the planet on the internet to fucking say we're the same as what you guys are calling AI today. Nothing came out of a womb and like went on its own. You start learning, experimenting. You're gonna have to burn your fucking fingers 20 times before you figure out that red means ouch, hot. Think of how long that would take, dude. If you were just an infant, a baby that got born, and you had no parents. Utterly impossible. But just think, right, where you got no input. So now, for you to reach enough maturity to hit kindergarten, if you didn't have any input when you're fucking a baby coming out of the womb, you're going to be about 12 years old by it, and then you'll be ready for 5-year-old kindergarten. You know, I'm just sort of weighing it. You know what I mean, dude?
Yeah.
Like we have to have input too. So that's why I say, dude, we're like this biological computer, the human brain, everything. Mark my words, science will get to a point where they can make a human brain. That's their goal. Part of me and some of my writings, that's what I say, is that the human brain is just the advanced biological form of a computer. It's what computers are going to turn into, dude. Mark my words, it always goes like that, right? Science copies nature. It's all it can do. Science always has, always will. Helicopters, dragonfly wings, airplanes, shape of wings, uplift, this, that. Everything we have is from something in nature. Right, dude? So it's going to be really interesting, though, dude, to say even in just the next 10 years where things will be at. But I'm pretty sure. Okay, look at here, man. Quantum computers just came out some years ago, okay? And all this talk and how fast they are and this and that. Now, that Google computer just came out that eats quantum computers. There, when quantum computers were coming out, dude, and there was only 1 or 2 on the world. I can't remember what countries they first fucking started. And it was like, oh, we can figure out like the Big Bang, everything now. We just had to build a quantum computer. We can figure out everything now. A quantum computer can do all calculations in 1 second. Now we're at a point where it's like the quantum computer is like a fucking stone on the ground. It's nothing.
Yep.
I just read specs on this. I can't remember what it's called. This new Google fucking computer and the computations it can do per second and how many this and that and how many threads it's got that can, and the way it's built. It's just like, okay, see? And closer to them aliens, boy. You want to tell me how a fucking a CPU, a processor, and a computer is made, dude? Go watch a 15-minute video on how a CPU or processor is made. Billions of layers of silicone, like sheets of silicone, billions of layers of these with billions of transistors, resistors, blah, blah, blah. And you pick up a microchip or you pick up a processor from a computer in your hands and it's like 3/16 thick. And that's billions of wafers. Hello? Like, right, dude? And those had extreme limitations, right? Like you look at the evolution of computers since like whatever, Windows 95. where like, you know, the computers were like 800 megahertz processor. Now they're 3.2 gigahertz, this and that. And in all that 30 years, we've only got to that point, but that's consumer PCs. So what does the military have? What does the government have? Right, dude? But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see where we go in 10 years. And I'm pretty sure, like Elon's been saying, yeah, in about 4 years, you'll see robots walking around among you on the streets, in stores. They're going to be there.
I've seen robot servers before.
And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. What is that? You guys are scared of that?
Yeah.
What do you think that? You think that robot walking down the road in 5 years is going to like turn around and stab you with a knife? It doesn't even know.
People think that they're going to take their jobs.
Well, that's obviously going to happen. Yeah. Yeah, there's going to like Elon,
we do have to move on. Anything that can be done easier should be done.
Elon's already talked about that, dude, and he said we might get to a point where the whole fucking planet is automated and robotic and this and that, and all people just get a certain amount of money, which makes sense, dude, because are we ever going to move past the days of slavery that we're still in, where you have to work if you want to eat? If you want to survive, you have to put out labor. That's a slave. I don't care what the skin color. I don't care. You guys can fuck off with all your little gay bullshit. I don't care about that. You got to fucking put it out to have something come in. You're a slave, right? When are we going to get past the stage of and society having poor people, middle people, and rich people? Yeah. You know, when are we going to change this system on Earth of this labor system, dude? Labor slave system.
Yeah, it doesn't work out, man, and it's it really is.
It's time.
It's just a shame to see people,
Every country. Look, every country build everything you need. Stop importing, stop exporting, stop having these huge ships going across the fucking oceans with all this plastic garbage in it from these fucking countries that rip off other people's websites and build the shit. Fucking China and Japan or whatever, dude, you got literally Apple stores that every piece in there is not even an Apple or Mac, and they blatantly rip off Apple, and there's a big Apple emblem outside the fucking, there's stores like this in those types of countries. They steal they hack in. That's why everything Elon Musk is doing with all of his companies is all open source. We're not hiding nothing. We don't want no hacking going on. It's all right there. Take my rocket technology, see what you can do with it. Maybe you can further it, right? But all these companies are like, oh, we spent a year on this. We can't let. No, now you're going to get hacked because somebody wants that, and then they're going to build that product cheaper because they got bigger factories. They pay They pay people $8 a day. When are we going to move past all this? And then we got filthy rich multi-billionaires, right? Like. It's all stupid, right, dude? Like this planet, I think as you go forward in technology and everything else, you can't just leave everything else the way it was and like dragging it along behind you while you're advancing technology, but yet all of the way money and jobs and bills and interest and loans and credit cards all stay the same. Oh yeah, go humans, you're doing really great. You're not fixing anything that really affects every person's daily goddamn life, right? When we go, what's better on the planet to get to Mars in 5 years or get to there in 10 years instead and spend some time fixing up other things first, right? I'm all for it myself.
Yeah, I'm going to Mars in spirit. I won't be alive for that, so I know we definitely won't. We won't personally be there to see the physical plane of the portal of Mars. If you go into the portal of Mars,
people like us are going.
That plane.
No people like us are going there, dude. Don't worry.
Well, go there. We could go through the sphere of Mars after death.
You will never be chosen to go to Mars, and neither will I. These will be perfect specimens. That's how you do it. Right?
You think it'll take us to a fucking place on Earth that we don't know about?
Yeah, let's explore more on this planet. Let's explore the oceans. But yeah, anyways, dude, just like, I don't know if would want to say anything more about AI, but that's how I look at it. And I just think it's an outright joke and an insult to humans to you have all this fear mongering about AI and whatnot. It's just like, man, you guys are crazy. Why are you doing that to people? You
Yeah.
know, why are all these companies saying, oh yeah, these things could take over at a certain point, but yet you're all still racing to get there? Like, I'll bring up my quote from my buddy Ryan in BC, dude. The quote being, we live in an open asylum where the patients are allowed to roam free. Yep. Living on mental ward, people. And, that used to be psychiatry, used to be all locked up. And then Big Pharma came in with the psychotropic medications. Now they're all medicated and out on the fucking street. Institutions and asylums closed down. No, people can think for themselves. Most people are ripped on multiple medications. Look at the side effects, brain this, heart that, blah, blah, blah. People can't even think straight anymore, right? Just a whole state. Seems to be pretty crazy, dude.
Yeah, everyone needs to be weaned off of substances.
Yeah, could you imagine what that would take? That's the whole thing. That's why I think Elon is the only smart person on this planet. He's like, everything is so far gone here. We just need to start over somewhere. This is such a fucking mess, this fucking planet, dude. The way, like all the talks we have about, dude, poisonous food, poisonous water, medications, mental meds, blah, blah, blah. Nothing healthy. You know what I mean? Like, just a mess, dude. I don't know. What do you think about adding also to the whole thinking of AI? What did I miss? What I was yakking about like earlier? I think I
Well,
pretty much that's about everything that I think about it, dude, and how I see it, and start making videos on this and like demanding proof from somebody. Okay, well, you show me how that's a threat. All you guys have done is said words on all of these videos and shit with all these AI threats and whatnot. There's nothing to any of those bits, you know? Not when you think about it like that everything's got to be programmed. Like, is there a computer? Okay, okay, I'll end it like this. Here's my question. Is there a computer on this planet that can think for itself? A computer. I don't even know if that new Google one can. See, like Google makes a computer and Google is hooked up and has the whole internet. Well, there's all the input for their computer. Yep, that could be a threat. Yep, absolutely, because it's programming and coding put into it. It's all just algorithms. You can't give robots those certain choices to harm people. But if you build a robot and hook it up to Google, like I think they did, okay, now that's going to be a problem, stupid. Like, why would you do that? That's the whole thing is you have to protect what you feed into these things. You can't just let it have the whole internet. Right? And now it's got all that's its whole database then. 10 ways to kill people, click. Robot knows it. Like, come on, are you guys dumb? Right? No, dude, is that dumb? I think it's dumb. Pretty crazy.
yeah, man. Well, we'll wrap it up now.
Sure, man. Put that in your pipe and smoke it and have a great day. And everybody sit down. If anyone hears this, sit down and do some thinking. Stop listening to people and stop just fucking bowing down to people and going, oh, I just heard this. It must be right. Everything you hear, you need to sit down and ponder it by yourself with your fucking brain with no input and analyze shit. And you will be told inside when things are right. You don't need no other man to tell you you're right. Your body will tell you you're right. Not even just your brain. When you're right, you will feel right. And that's what's wrong with this planet, dude. That's what I'm going to end my yakking on is that nobody sits down and thinks or ponders. We've lost all of the thinkers, ponderers, and contemplators. Now we just have people holding onto a rope behind the person in front of them going, okay, well, it must be true. They said it. Dude, I hate that. Then they know that that's how people think, and that's why we got marketing and everything like it is today. Right, dude? Okay, I'm
Yep.
done.
Well, cool. See.
Cool, bye.